Welcome to what will prove to be an interesting and valuable experience for you. By purchasing this audio resource, you have already exercised an important choice to take steps to influence the way that your subconscious mind works to create the circumstances of your daily life experience. You will immediately begin to notice the positive and life-affirming effects of this choice, and can take heart from the knowledge that your life is now beginning to unfold according to your own wishes. Shortly, I'm going to lead you into a light hypnotic trance, a state of relaxed, alert awareness in which you will be totally conscious of all that is taking place. This is a totally natural state that you will have experienced many times before. Please can you ensure that you are in a comfortable physical position with any tight clothing loosened, perhaps lying down or sitting in a comfortable chair where you can be undisturbed for about 40 minutes. If you need to, just briefly pause the recording now and continue when you are ready. I'd like to begin by asking you now to take a few deep, relaxing breaths, knowing that breathing deeply is one of the easiest and most effective ways to quickly come to a state of deep, peaceful relaxation. And as you take deep, relaxing breaths, in this state you are easily able to accept suggestions which will enable you to live your life in a happier and more harmonious way, in line with your own deepest intentions. And as you deeply breathe in, you are able to notice any points of tension in your body. Just notice them. And as you breathe out, completely emptying your lungs, you are also releasing those stresses and tensions and becoming very relaxed and at peace with yourself. And as you breathe in, notice any tensions anywhere in your body. And as you breathe out, you release those tensions and become completely relaxed. And as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, you become aware of the sound of a heartbeat. Just be aware of this tranquil sound gently beating away, gradually lulling you into an experience of deep peace and contentment. And as your attention naturally and effortlessly listens to this pulse, you're being drawn into a sense of deep, peaceful and alert relaxation. And you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, with every breath releasing just a little more stress and tension, leading you to a state of deep, peaceful relaxation. And as you breathe in, you're able to observe any point of tension in your body. And as you breathe out, you are releasing any tensions and stresses, becoming very relaxed and at peace with yourself. And you are really enjoying entering into this state of profound, relaxed peacefulness. And in this serene condition, you are able to simply listen to the sound of the heartbeat. Every beat of this heart is bringing you closer to an ever deeper state of calm alertness. And it seems natural now just to allow the eyes to close, bringing a jade to focus on this gentle sound, which is drawing you into an ever deepening sense of peace and relaxation, drawing you down, down, down. And with every breath you can mentally repeat the words, relax, down, relax, down, knowing that doing this is drawing you into a hypnotic trance where you are alert and at peace, and your body completely relaxed. So relaxed now that all your worries and concerns are long gone and not able to disturb the deep sense of peace that you are now able to feel. You are able to effortlessly and completely let go of any worries and concerns and simply relax into the comforting sound of this beating you heart, which is drawing you into a state of very deep, very peaceful, very alert, calm relaxation. And in a few moments' time, you will hear me count down from 10 to 1, and each descending number between 10 and 1 will help you to become 1/10 more relaxed, 10% more relaxed with each descending number. Each descending number between 10 and 1 will help you to go 1/10 deeper into the wonderful hypnotic state of relaxation, the light trance state that will become deeper and deeper as we go on. And if, while I'm counting, you would experience a slight, though very pleasant, physical sensation as if you were floating down, that will be fine, just fine. It only means that you're drifting into an ever-deepening state of complete physical as well as mental relaxation, that in any event will become deeper and deeper as we go down. So ready, 10, 9, and you're drifting down, more and more deeply relaxed. 8, 7, 6, becoming ever more comfortable, ever more relaxed. 5, 4, 3, and down. 2, 1, and all the way down. And now, as you simply enjoy the incredibly relaxing sensation of being in a hypnotic trance, completely alert, yet completely relaxed. You can be aware of the way that your attention is free to focus on whatever you wish. For the next few minutes, by simply placing all your attention on my voice, you allow me to communicate to you a series of suggestions to your subconscious mind, which will now, instantly, and at all times, now instruct every part of your being to now live in the way that you are now choosing. To live in the way that you have now decided will bring you closer to truth. To live in the way that you have now decided will bring you less pain. To live in the way that you have now decided will bring you more freedom, more joy, more acceptance of what is. The simple key to utilizing the power that you now already possess is to realize, as you are doing now, that your attention, your capacity to direct your awareness to any place of your choosing, just as you are now choosing to focus your attention on my voice, is the powerful tool you have which determines the quality and direction of your life. And as you now focus the power of your attention on my voice, you enable me to make positive, life-affirming suggestions to your subconscious mind, which will create new habits in every moment of your life. New habits which will enable you to begin to live more in a way of your own choosing, which will bring you closer to truth, which will bring you less pain, which will bring you more freedom, more joy, more acceptance of what is. From this moment on, you will now always remember that you have the power to focus your attention wherever you choose, wherever you wish to focus your attention, in the way that you now believe will bring you closer to truth, experiencing less pain, bringing you more freedom, more joy, more acceptance of what is. In this moment, just like all moments, you now have the choice to focus your awareness on the positive and life-affirming suggestions I'm communicating to your subconscious mind. You always have this ability and this choice to focus your awareness wherever you will. All too often, you may have allowed yourself to become lost in thought, your attention absorbed by a painful dream of past and future. Now and always, you are choosing instead to turn your attention to what is happening now, you realize that this present moment is all we have, and you are determined to make now the primary focus of your life. You now choose to accept whatever the present moment contains, making it your friend, and thus transforming the whole of your life. You observe the way that when your attention is in this moment, then life is easy, joyful, and light. Whenever you begin to notice that you are becoming lost in thought, you bring your attention back to this moment. You look around yourself. You notice the shapes, colours, and textures of things. You observe the pattern of your breathing. You always keep some of your awareness on the energy field of your body. You simply allow everything to be. You are always now able to put the focus of your conscious attention onto this present moment, putting the fullest and most complete attention to any routine activity that you are doing. By doing this, you know that you are creating a gap in the constant stream of compulsive thinking. Every time that you focus your attention on what is happening now in this present moment, you are growing in the understanding that you are not the mind. You are not thinking. You are not thoughts. You are now always able to be present as the watcher of the mind. You are now able to simply and effortlessly watch what happens in the mind without identifying with it. It is as though it is happening to someone else. You now realize that identifying with the mind causes compulsive, repetitive thoughts, which cause suffering for you. You are now always able to simply and effortlessly observe the movement of thought, knowing that by observing it, you are no longer identifying with mind, no longer identifying with thoughts, no longer identifying with mind-created suffering. You now understand that identifying with mind creates thoughts, concepts, labels, images, judgments, opinions, all of which block your experience of true and joyful relationships. You now observe and understand that identifying with mind creates a false sense of being a separate self. By observing and understanding this, you are now free of the pain and suffering that identification with mind creates. You now observe and understand the way that mind can only be concerned with the past and the future, never the now. By now observing the movement of mind, you are present in this moment. You now realize that in this moment, the sense of being a separate and suffering self can't exist, because it is created by identifying with mind. You are now able to simply and effortlessly watch the movement of mind without becoming identified with it. You are now able to simply observe the way that the movement of mind is concerned with the past. By doing this, you are now choosing to be aware in this present moment. You now simply observe and notice when your attention is in the past or in the future, without making a judgment about it. You now always remember that all problems and suffering are mind created and cannot exist in the now. Whenever you observe yourself to have problems and to suffer, you now simply and effortlessly turn the focus of your attention to now, the only place and time where true change can occur. You now understand that all emotional pain is some form of mind-generated resistance to the simple truth of what is. You are now always able to watch the movements of mind and step out of this resistance pattern, allowing the present moment to be. You are now able to become free of all forms of mind-generated unhappiness by simply becoming aware of them. You are now able to simply turn the focus of your conscious awareness onto thoughts as they arise, without becoming identified with them. In order to ensure that these positive and life-affirming suggestions become parts of your daily life, I am now going to give you a series of affirmations and ask you to repeat them silently to yourself with feeling. You may do this at any time in order to strengthen and reinforce the power of these suggestions. Please repeat silently to yourself after me. In every moment, I am now able to turn the focus of my attention wherever I choose. I always focus my attention on what is occurring in this moment without becoming lost in thought. I fully accept whatever occurs in this moment. I'm able to observe with complete detachment any mind-generated resistance to what occurs in this moment. I bring my attention to this moment by looking around me. I bring my attention to this moment by noticing the shapes, colours and textures of things. I bring my attention to this moment by observing the pattern of my breathing. I bring my attention to this moment by always keeping some of my attention on the energy field of my body. I always give my fullest and most complete attention to any routine activity that I am engaged in. I am growing in the understanding that I am not the mind. I am not the thinking process. I am not thoughts. I am always present as the watcher of mind. I observe and understand that mind can only ever be concerned with the past and the future, never the now. I always notice when my attention is in the past or the future, without making any judgment about it. I always remember that my problems and suffering are mind generated. I now no longer seek to escape from mind-generated problems. I simply turn the focus of my attention onto them when they arise, without becoming identified with them. And now, just simply be present in this moment for a short period observing the movement of any thoughts which might arise. And now I'm going to wake you up. In a few moments you will hear me count from 1 to 10. You will slowly come awake with each number, and at the count of 8 you will open your eyes, and by the count of 10 you will be fully wide awake. You'll wake up feeling fine, with a feeling of well-being all over. Every part of you were back here with me in the present. And you'll be fully awake at the count of 10. You will feel fine, refreshed, feeling better and more optimistic. So, as I count from 1 to 10, you come more and more awake with each number. 1, 2, 3, and you become aware of your body. 4, 5, 6, and you become aware of the room that you're in. 7, 8, now open your eyes. 9, 10, and you are now wide awake. Wide awake. Thank you.